The frequency shift of the earth. This is a channeled message from Angel HADRIEL.
Understanding the universal dimensions is something that is very, very important when understanding what consciousness is. On multiple dimensions, there are a variety of different vibrations that exist. You're in the 3D consciousness at the moment, which means the vibration of your higher self has manifested the dimension that you see around you, the earth plane. Dimensions are a natural state of consciousness and provide for a variety of perspectives. It's where you get to experience the ego consciousness. When you go through the 3D dimension and into the 5D dimension, you start to be able to have telepathic communication with other people. Direct experience from higher dimensions impressing into you their concepts, their mind. Physical bodies are denser in the lower dimensions. The third dimension, as you know, has a human body. In the first and second dimensions below the 3D dimension, the bodies are also physical, but they're more sensitive to touch. If I was to pinch you in the third dimension, it would create a bruise. In the first and second dimension, it would cause agony, because fear, negativity, and pain are so much more in the first and second dimensions than they are in the third. So lowest energy frequencies, pain and fear, are the primary emotions. The Earth's dominant energy frequencies are what you experience every day of your life in ego consciousness. The frequency of collective consciousness for all 7.4 billion fractals on the Earth lift the ascension of the planet. The vibration of the collective consciousness is improving, and that is creating the move from third dimensional ego consciousness into what we call fifth dimensional ego consciousness. The fourth dimension in the middle is nothing more than a body moving in and out of 3D and 5D consciousness, neither fully taking hold. The 3D consciousness exists because the body still has neuro pathways and a subconscious to contend with. But over time, the 5D vibration takes control, and the 3D ego consciousness starts to evaporate. Ahead of the fifth dimension, collective consciousness is well established. From the 6th right through to the 15th dimension, there's a variety of planets with bodies and light bodies, where the fractal of the Supreme Creator is looking out of them too. The higher dimensions are filled with lighter energy, where manifestation becomes almost instantaneously. A physical body of the third dimension produces a slower manifestation because linear time has to be used. But as the dimensions go higher, and this is very true for galactic energy, you can think of something and materialize straight away the results of your intention. In the third dimension, because fear is so apparent, there's a delay. And this is where the first understanding of what time is becomes apparent. In the higher dimensions, time doesn't exist because a light body, an energy body, can manifest instantly. There's no physical body to slow down the materialization. And that is why time doesn't exist. In the highest dimensions of 16-dimensional energy of the angel world, the instructions from the Supreme Creator are free-flowing and devoid of ego. Higher again are the multiple levels of the Supreme Creator. He or she, which is a label for the energy, is nothing more than completion. It has a separate ego consciousness, as well as being every single part of the universe in the dimensions below it. It is assessing itself. All the portals and all the bodies throughout all the dimensions and all the galaxies are nothing more than higher selves, looking out of the eyes, experiencing something or not. Hey, pilot. The Supreme Creator is nothing more than a collection of higher selves experiencing life after life in the reincarnation. And that's something, when realized, can be absolutely immense in lifting your vibration and separating your ego from your experience as being the higher self. The frequency of this planet is rising. We're currently in the third dimension. But as the signals come through from the higher dimension, people are surrendering their ego consciousness and becoming parts and parcel of their higher self. The higher self realizes that they have had multiple lives. As this consciousness takes over, the global planet Earth, the consciousness of Gaia, lifts from third dimension into fourth dimension, ultimately landing in the fifth dimension 1600 years from now. The population is currently in a process of shifting out of third dimension. Those times of lower energy are coming to an end. Unity consciousness is the aim. Unity consciousness is what you're used to, and it is coming back. There is no stopping the lower signals from ending. Their time has served its purpose. The Supreme Creator, looking out of the eyes of you, has learnt all he has to.